Hi viewers, several of you have asked me to do a full sovereign stack video. So this is about the nearest I'm going to get. I couldn't round them all up and I am still waiting for delivery of one. But anyway, for those that didn't know, the sovereigns and half sovereigns are struck in 22 karat gold. The full sovereign weighs 7.98 grams and has a gold content of 7.32. The half sovereign weighs 3.99 grams with a gold content of 3.65 grams. Anyway, we'll start with this one and only proof half sovereign that I have from 1997. And obviously it's all in the original mint packaging. And young Queenie on the obverse there. Now I remember exactly what I paid for it because I thought it was a lot of money, which was £120, which is about 160 US dollars, and today they're fetching £300, which is over $400. Anyway, moving on to my oldest half sovereign. This is known as the shield back for obvious reasons, as you will see. And the obverse of this one is the bunhead Queen Victoria. And moving on to the 1887 Jubilee shield back, which is a much better condition coin, higher grade, and this I would do it, wouldn't I? The Jubilee head, Queen Victoria. Let's move on to Edward VII. And of course I've done it again, haven't I? And another Edward VII, 1906 I believe. I'll try and pick these up, pick the nicest ones out. Well, I suppose we all do. And moving on to George V, this one. From 1914, yep. Yeah, these are the ones that you do usually find in pretty good shape, those ones. And the next one is actually an Isle of Man half sovereign, which has a slightly different design, but it's still George slaying the dragon from 1973. And young Queenie there. Right, moving on to one of the more scarcer half sovereigns. This is the 2005 design, which hopefully, although this isn't a proof, it is particularly shiny. Hopefully that shows up. I've got some sunlight today and it's causing me a bit of havoc. And obviously it's got Liz on the obverse. And then a 2015 half sovereign. There you go. Right, let's move on to the full sovereigns. This is the bunhead full sovereign, 1871. And the shield back design. Put that to one side. This will be Edward VII, yeah, 1902, Edward VII. No, it's 1903. I can see it on the camera screen now. Although, like I said, the sunlight is playing a bit of havoc with me today. And then that'll be George V. And that's George V again. Some of these are in really quite exceptional condition considering their age. And then who have we got here? That's another George V. And that will be 1976. In very good condition again, with young Queen Liz on. Now the next one is an Australian proof sovereign, which I picked up literally for bullion price from my LCS some years ago again, from the Sydney Mint. And what's interesting with these is the other metals that are put with it give it a totally different colour. I'm trying to show you without doing a face reveal, but anyway, it's yeah, well, you can see it there. These are more coppery and that's more goldy. Anyway, one of the other designs is the stylised 2015, which is this one. Hopefully I can get that to show up. George slaying the dragon there. Is that 2015? No, 2012. I got that wrong. I'm getting ahead of myself. The next one I think is a 2015. Yes, it is. So there's a 2015, which is just a normal bullion sovereign. Now on to some with mint marks. I think I did cover this in a previous video, that there were several mints that produce the gold sovereigns, and see if we can get this one to show up right at the bottom, just above the date, as to which one that is. No, we can't, so I'll have a look through my loop and tell you. Oh, that's actually the Melbourne Mint in Australia. I was hoping it would focus on the camera. It kind of does, but the M is just above the 9 there. And so I have a couple Melbourne Mint sovereigns from different dates. I can't remember what, 1909 and 1899. One has the veiled head Victoria, and the other one is Edward VII. So a couple of Melbourne, and then a couple, I think, from Sydney. Let's see if we can get the mint mark to show up on this one. And you just see the S above the date, hopefully. So there's 1909 from Sydney and a 1919. Well, I think they were Sydney. I'll just check it with the loop. Yeah, 1912 and 1909 from Sydney. Then we have another from, I think this one is, let's have a look. I don't have one from Canada. Oh, that's a Perth. I can see the P there, just above the 0. So that's a Perth Mint sovereign from 1901 with the veiled head Victoria. And then we have, let's see if we can get this one to show up, 1928 from South Africa, which has SA, I believe. Yep. Which has George V. Right, moving on to the India sovereigns. My oldest being this MS63, which is 1918, George V, and we'll see if we can. I had a look through the loop, and it's actually quite hard to see the mint mark on that one. You can just about see the I above the 1. Then I also have the 2013, which was struck under license by Pamp Suisse. It's an MS69. I also have the carded 2014 India sovereign. This one might show up the mint mark with a bit of luck if my hand stops shaking. So that's the 2014 India sovereign. Then I also bought, that same year I actually bought the 2014 half sovereign as well, which is there you go, 2014. And then last but not least, again the carded, the 2018 India sovereign. You can clearly see the eye on that one. Anyway, for those wondering what the gold content was of this lot, it is 175.58 grams, which equates to 5.64 troy ounces of gold. Anyway, hope I enjoyed the video. Hope I enjoyed it. No, I didn't enjoy it because there was about 40 outtakes with me burping and farting. No. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and catch you all on the next one. Thanks for watching.